Hey friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today we are going to say goodbye to summer. We're going to rip out the begonias and we are going to prepare for a gorgeous spring. We are going to be planting some corms. We're going to be planting some anemone corms and some Ranunculuses corms. And if I mess that up, y'all, it'll be fine. You know what I mean. So we're going to prepare for a beautiful spring, clean this flower bed up because it's been driving me crazy. So that is the plan for today. Should be a relatively quick and easy process. If you've never done anemones before or Ranunculuses before, they are amazing and so easy. So I'm going to share with you exactly how to do them. But if you will please give me just one moment to send out a plea for our friends and our neighbors in Western North Carolina. Not only North Carolina, it's Georgia, it's Tennessee, it's Florida. Y'all, Helene was absolutely catastrophic to these areas. For me, especially, I'm obviously concerned about my North Carolina. It is horrible. Entire communities have been wiped out. It is not a community, it's not a town. It is literally in the entire Blue Ridge Mountains. And so they desperately need our help, like right this very second. I am going to list in both the video description and in the comments sections 3 organizations that I know for a fact have boots on the ground and are helping these people right this very second. 1, Samaritan's Purse. An amazing organization. They actually have 5 different points of mission work that they're doing right now, from Florida all the way up to Boone, North Carolina. That is a huge span. So they have 5 different stations there. The 828 strong. 828 is the area code for the North Carolina mountains. This is with Biltmore Church in Asheville. Again, they have boots on the ground and are giving people supplies right this very second. And then last, certainly not least, very near and dear to our heart is our home church, Parkwood. Parkwood is collecting supplies, money, everything. They're partnered with churches in the Western North Carolina and are literally taking multiple truckloads of supplies every day and sometimes multiple times a day. So if you're local, you can donate supplies there, you can give money. These local people, these local organizations are getting the help right away. Another way, if you're like, I don't know about it, I don't want to do that. Okay, listen, I had this idea yesterday. Let's support the companies in North Carolina. And please, if you know them in Georgia and South Carolina, list those too. So in the video description, in the comments, I want you to list companies, small businesses that need help. If we can buy gift cards, if we can buy products, let's support these people. Last night, I ordered 5 or 6 Japanese maples from Mr. Maple. Mr. Maple, extremely well known. They have a nursery in Hendersonville, I believe. While they are up and operational, y'all, they have been affected. Their employees have been affected. Let's buy some Japanese maples from them, right? This is the perfect time of year to order Japanese maples and to get them in the ground. So order some Japanese maples. Jerry and our favorite, our beloved restaurant in Blowing Rock, they sell gift cards. I am going to go and buy a very nice, sizable gift card to give them money. Later on, Jerry and I can go and use it when they're back up and running. But right now, that puts money in their pocket right this very second. So if you know of any kind of company that you can buy from or you can buy a gift card from, please list it in the video description, the comments, list it in the comments, let other people know. Let's go and support them. Even if you live in another country and you want to help but you're not sure, I dare say buy a gift card from one of these companies and just never use the gift card, right? That is your donation directly to a company. So more positive, fun, lighthearted, whatever you want to call it, we're going to talk plants. Now this is not positive, this is not fun. Y'all, bless their little sweet little hearts. My double up begonias, they're done. It is October. They have given me gorgeous color. They have been literally the lowest maintenance plants you have ever had in your entire life, but they're done. So what we're going to do is very simply, we're going to rip them out, y'all. We are going to take them out. We're going to rip them out by their little roots. We're going to throw them in the back of the John Deere and we're going to go put them in the compost pile. Now, interestingly enough, there is one that looks amazing. This is what they normally look like. For some reason, I don't know if something happened to it early in the season and it got cut down to the ground. I don't know if it was a critter. I don't know what it was, but it's nice and fresh and beautiful. The other ones, tired. Now, I can hear you people saying right now, but Jenny, if you just cut them down, then they'll look like that other one. Look at me, people. Look at me in the eyes. No, they won't. It is October. We're hopefully going to have some cooler weather arrive here sometime soon, and these are done. So we're saying goodbye to them. What we're going to say hello to are some gorgeous spring flowers. I ordered these earlier in the season from Eden Brothers. Eden Brothers is a great seed company that you can order online and get these, and super, super easy. Last year, I planted anemones for the very first time in this flower bed. Y'all, it was the easiest thing ever. For me, in a zone 8, the best time to plant them is the fall. I tried some in the spring, disaster. They did nothing. So the ones I planted in the fall were unbelievably gorgeous. So we're gonna plant some more. I might actually still have some of those corms in the bed, but remember we had to do some construction here, so I'm not really counting on them to come back. They will be perennials, so I can leave these in the ground and they should come back next year. But it is the easiest. If you're in cooler zones like 7 and above, like 2 through 7, then you want to plant them in the spring. For me, even in zones 7, 7B and hotter, plant them in the fall. Easiest things. What you do, and my time is about up, you need to take them and soak them in warm water for 2 to 3 hours, not any longer than 3 hours. And like I said, I am almost at my 3-hour mark, so I'm going to drain them. So in here, you have these little guys that look like little octopuses. Well, if I can get one to show you here. To me, they look like little upside down, like little octopuses, right? So cute. Now, they have been rehydrated. That's why we put them in warm water to rehydrate them. These are I believe these are, and I could get them wrong, y'all, but I'm pretty sure this is the Ranunculus. Then these little guys that kind of look like acorns, these are your anemones. So what we're going to do is I have 2 different varieties, and you can see, you know, I've got a good little number of them in here. Most of them are Ranunculuses, and then there are those anemones that are in there as well. I have 2 different varieties. I have the Paris and Spring collection, and then I have the Vineyard mix. And if I'm getting this, I don't know, y'all, we'll put pictures up. But I can't remember now like who is who. But what I did is clearly I just dumped all of them together in a bowl. That way we're going to mix these colors and fill up this flower bed and let it have that gorgeous spring color. These make amazing, great cut flowers, and they just keep blooming, right? So I know at least the anemones did. My Ranunculuses I planted in the spring. They did nothing. It was terrible. So we have high hopes for the Ranunculus this year because I'm planting them in the fall. So they make great cut flowers. You can bring them in the vases, and when you have those first color in the spring, is it just not like a ray of hope and joy to see those sweet things in the spring? It is. So what we're gonna do, really simple. I'm gonna rip out these begonias. I'm also going to weed because yes, there are weeds in there. Get that all cleaned up, and then we will come back and I will show you exactly how to take care of these little sweet things and get them in the ground. So stinking easy, y'all. So easy. Great end result too. All right, my friends, you can see the bed has been cleaned out. pulled those begonias out. Even if you're not planting something else, you know, immediately behind and you want to wait for a frost or a freeze, of course, absolutely you can do that. I will just let you know that the frost and the freeze really get the begonias and they just turn to absolute smush. So it might be a little easier to get them out before they turn to absolute slimy, puddly mess. Just an FYI, do with that what you will. All right, good news is as I was pulling out those begonias, guess what I found? Yes, I found some of last year's anemones already beginning to sprout. Yay! So like this is an example. This is what that anemone is looking like. It was so funny because last year I had either pansies or violas in here, and then I planted the anemones in here amongst them. And I don't know, November, December, whenever it was, I was like, what is this weed? I've never seen this weed before. And then praise the Lord, my brain said, Jenny, I think those are the anemones, and they are. So even this little guy right here, those are our anemones from last year coming back. So if you see some green in here, no, it's not a weed. Those are the anemones. So super excited about that. When I was raking, I was trying to do a nice gentle rake and not, you know, do anything terribly hard, but they are in here. They're sprouting up throughout here. And yes, there's still some little begonia pieces. That is one right there as well. So yay for that. Now, y'all, planting the ranunculus and the anemones could not be easier. Basically, you're going to go down 2 to 3 inches. All right, I got my hori-hori. I'm going to jab my hori-hori in the ground. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to drop the babies in. I'm not using Biotone. One, I don't have the bag with me, and I'm just tired, and I don't want to have the bag with me, and it's fine. Last year I didn't do it. These are tough, y'all. They will be fine. If you want to use Biotone, Plant Tone, fine. Just throw some down. It'll be fine. Not a big deal. Okay, so 2 to 3 inches down, and about 6 inches apart, or if you want to put them closer, you can put them closer. Now, when you have your ranunculuses, you want to put the feet down. So all the little, as I say, the octopus tentacles, they go down, right? When you're planting your anemones, you want, let me find one that's really easy to see. You want the pointy end up. So the flat on the bottom, the pointy end up. It is as simple as that. So I'm gonna grab my hori-hori, I'm gonna pull, drop, and then move on. I may wait to cover up my holes until I'm all done in case I need to go back and put some, then I'll remember where they are. I learned that last year. So I'm not gonna like completely cover up the holes until all of them are in the ground. That way, if I need to go, if I have some left over at the end, then I can tuck them in. Now, these are full sun. They need to have that full sun. So what I'm going to do is, as my sweet olives, my osmanthus right here, as they are growing and as the dwarf wurtzmint is filling out and looking fabulous, darling, I'm really going to concentrate on more on the front of the edges here, a little bit there on the front, and then it kind of goes in. So we're just going to fill it in. Is this going to be jam-packed in the spring? Well, one, I don't know, maybe, but two, if it's not, it's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna put pansies and violas in here. I am just putting these babies in. Any kind of flower here will be gorgeous. So that is what I'm gonna do. Super, super easy, y'all. So easy. I love these plants. I love them. All right, my friends, so it is as easy as that. Today's project is complete. It is not even 10:30 in the morning, so yay me. I can continue gardening somewhere else and do some little more fall cleanup. But I'm telling you, those anemones and ranunculuses are super easy to put in the ground. Soak them for 2 to 3 hours, no more than 3 hours. You don't want them to start getting smushy and rot. 2 to 3 inches in the ground, plop them in, put some soil on top of it, walk away. And then in the spring, you're gonna have beautiful, gorgeous cut flowers, or you can leave them in the ground, does not matter. There are a gazillion of different colors, so you just feel free to choose what other colors you like, or if you're like me, get some different ones, mix them all together, and then you're gonna have a beautiful kaleidoscope of colors. I try just to kind of keep them within the same kind of like palette and the same kind of color family, but you can do whatever you want because it is your garden. So this is going to be a beautiful spot again. They will be perennials. As we can see that mine from last year have come back. I did lose some, of course, between pulling, we reworked that bed and then putting in annuals, pulling out annuals. So every year you may lose some if you do that like I do in my bed, but then that's just another great reason why you can buy some more and add them every fall. Again, if you're in those colder zones like 2 through 7, you're gonna wanna do it in the early spring. If you're in the warmer zones like me, I would say even like 7B and beyond, do it in the fall because I had massive success with my fall planting. The spring planting did terrible. So just keep that in mind. Again, soapbox. Y'all do all that you can to support these charities that are working directly with the victims of Helene, whether you're in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, it does not matter. Find an organization that you know, you trust, you love, and support them. Please, if you know of companies that have been affected by the storm and you know that they could use some support, I am going to put a comment in the comment section. I'm going to pin it and I am going to list the different companies that I know of that we can support, that I personally we use all the time. I'm going to list them with their website. If you will please just follow in that comment thread and put the name of those companies, maybe put where they are in case people want, you know, if you're North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever, Florida. So that way we can support these local companies because if they're open and shipping products, let's do that. If they are not open but they're offering gift cards, let's do that. Even if you never redeem the gift card, buy it and that money goes directly to that company and their employees. They desperately need our help. So as always, we hope you have found this fun, informative, and inspirational. Y'all have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves and each other. We love you. Bye.